What is up, YouTube? This is Chris here, Professional Dad, and I'm back with another knife video. Guys, I have gotten to do a lot of knife reviews over the last 2-3 months, I would say. My version of knife reviews aren't the same as other knife tubers, so to speak. Some people go into in-depth about with, width behind the edge and all this other stuff and cutting tests and different stuff like that. And though I've wanted to do cutting tests and I've got the stuff over there to do it, and I've tried a couple times, it hasn't worked out because I can't edit and stuff like that. So the videos have been terrible and I just got to get some stuff done. I got to get on that ball. But regardless, I've reviewed a lot of knives over the last 3-4 months. I mean, more than 80, no doubt, no question. General, brief, just quick summaries, my first opinion type of reviews. And unfortunately, a lot of those knives, because I've got so many coming in and so many I want to test out, so many I want to do EDC with, a lot of them just get put back and I don't see them again and talk about them again for a long, long time. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take a second look at some of these knives that I've got in that I haven't really got a chance to take and give a fair shake. I think some of these are absolutely fantastic knives, and I think you might like them as well. And some people haven't been watching my videos long enough to see some of these knives, so I think it'd be a good opportunity for them to see some of these knives, but also for me to go back and remind myself of how good these knives really are. The cheapest, or I hate that word, the cheapest, because no knife is cheap. They're affordable. The most affordable knife is 20 bucks. The most premium knife is around 160, 170, and there's only one of them. But with that being said, let's get into it, guys. This is the very first one that I'm going to show you guys. It's a fantastic knife. This is the one of the, I don't have many knives from this brand, but every one that I have is fantastic. Their fit and finish is great. Their quality is fantastic, and it is real steel. And this is the real Steel Huginn. And I'm telling you right now, guys, this is an excellent, excellent knife. For EDC, for a beater knife, for hard use, whatever. This is an absolute fantastic knife. Now, I keep messing up. I keep getting knives with white G10 handles. I know I shouldn't. Every time I tell myself this is going to be a mistake, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. But I like them so much, I get them anyways. I like white G10, but they're impossible to keep clean, so I don't use them very often because I don't like getting them dirty. That being said, this has got white G10 handles, a blacked out blade, as you see, black coated blade, and this is VG10. I'm sorry, I was about to say D2. This is VG10. So it's a Japanese steel. It feels excellent in the hand. I mean, this is a longer knife, so you would think that it would be a bigger knife, but it's not. It's very narrow, so it feels small in the hand. But here's the great thing. It's long enough to where you've got enough real estate for a full 4-finger grip. So it's almost the best of both worlds. So someone with a smaller hand can hold this no problem. It's not very heavy. Fantastic knife. Beautiful white G10, white spacers, full black steel liners. It's got a deep carry pocket clip that is reversible because it goes in through the hilt, the handle here. So all you got to do is just spin that around, and boom, you've got a reversible pocket clip. Now it's tip up only, but there you go. Dual thumb studs. It does have jimping on it, as you see. This jimping, again, best of both worlds. It's not super aggressive like I like, but it's not micro jimping like, I really don't care for. Some people like micro jimping. Some people don't like aggressive jimping like I like. It's hard to find somebody, though, that dislikes this type of jimping. It's right down the middle of the road. It's aggressive enough to get good traction and grip, but it's not aggressive enough to take skin off. It's not micro enough to where basically you don't even feel it. It just looks like there's lines on top of the blade or on the spine of the blade. So excellent jimping. It's an actual, it's a diplomatic jimping because it's going to appeal to a multitude of people, regardless of what your preferences are. Dual thumb studs. It does have a crossbar lock. This thing, Now the action, I have it way too tight, so I need to loosen it up big time. But the action is great as long as you don't use the crossbar, because it's just, I got it too tight. I need to loosen it up and it'll zip back and forth. But if I use my finger there or the thumb studs, the action's fantastic. Regardless, this is an excellent little knife. Now let me tell you, this knife right here, the real Steel Huginn, it's not you know, super affordable. It is coming in, this one right here is coming in at $95.20 on Blade HQ. You can probably get it cheaper than that. I keep saying that word, more affordable than that on Amazon. So an 8.35 inch overall with a 3.65 inch blade. So it is that, it's over 3.5 inches, guys. So it does have a long blade. It's got beautiful blood grooves or fullers. It's got a beautiful swedge. It's almost a spear point, which it's not. It's a drop point, but it almost has that spear point look. Just all in all, it's great. 3.6 ounces. So it's not, like I said, 3.6 ounces ain't light, but it ain't heavy like you would think for a longer knife that's 8.35 inches overall length. I mean, that's a really pretty reasonable weight for a knife that's coming in that long overall length. Let's see, made in China. Yeah, it's on washers. Just all in all, this is just a really, really nice knife. They're calling it the bar lock, but it's just a crossbar lock. But just a great knife, guys. The real Steel Huginn. Now, here's another thing about this knife. You can get this in a ton of different colors. You can get it in red, orange, black, OD green. You can get it with a satin blade. You can get it in a stonewash blade, blacked out blade, on and on and on. So there's so many different variations of this knife. This is a knife that if you want a beater knife coming in at under $100 that you can beat on, that has an excellent blade shape for EDC, right here you go. If you want a knife that's bigger, longer, for larger 2XL hands or something, or if you have smaller hands but you want to be able to carry a longer pocket knife, a bigger pocket knife, but sometimes people can't. Sometimes people do have smaller hands, but they like bigger knives, but they can't do it because they're too big or they weigh too much. This is a knife that somebody in that situation, those are few and far between, those knife options, to where you can get really a longer platform knife, but it still be narrow enough and light enough to really come in and hold and be comfortable. Boom, right here you go. This is the knife next that is the $20 knife, and I absolutely dig this knife. This is a really cool little knife. If you want a great knife on a budget, that's a great EDC little knife and a slicer, here you go. The CRKT Sketch with full steel handles. It's got a really cool like neon type of green. I don't know exactly what that green is. Hardware, your pivot and your spacer back there. I'm not sure what that green is called. It is a frame lock. This is a hollow grind right here. This is a hollow grind. It is a slicer. Look at that tip right there. Boom, that's a sharp tip. That's a piercing tip. But look how much spine you've got behind that. So this is one that's got some backing to it. It's going to have some resistance, and you're going to be able to do a little bit of work with this. That is right there an excellent EDC blade. Excellent EDC blade. Now, some people aren't going to like it because of the steel that it's coming in at. The blade steel. Now the Sketch is coming in at 8CR. You guys know my opinion of the 8CR blades. I don't mind the 8CR because I don't mind sharpening and honing my blades. They're not going to hold an edge very long. They're going to do better than people think, but they are going to be tough and great corrosion resistance. But it's affordable. You're coming in a full steel handle, hollow grind, 8CR blade, a 2.75 inch blade, so it's under that 3 inches. It's a frame lock. I mean, this thing has got so many things going on for it. 3.7 ounces. It is not a reversible pocket clip, so it is right hand only tip up. It is the Sketch, and Lucas Burnley actually is the designer of this. And Lucas Burnley, the Squid, I mean, he's done a lot of stuff, especially for CRKT. This is made in China. It opens with the thumb hole. There's no thumb studs or a flipper or anything. It's 100% the thumb hole, and it does have decent action. It's not a deep carry pocket clip or anything. For me, this is a 5th pocket knife, but it's a knife that I can jerk out like a utility knife. Box cutter, package opener, something that's super, super slicey with that hollow grind right there. I mean, just a really nice little, if you're in the mood one day and you want to carry a fixed blade, but you still want to have a folder on you in case you just want to do something real quick and easy, like a really quick little job. You don't want to pull out the full fixed blade and for just a small little task. A little 5th pocket carry like this, or for some people it's not even 5th pocket carry, it's a regular carry. This little knife right here, you jerk it out, do it really quick, boom, take care of it. It's a good looking knife. They're coming in at 20 bucks. They've got different versions of this. I mean, fantastic knife. Fantastic knife. The CRKT Squid. This is an excellent little beater knife. If you want an EDC option that won't break the bank, this is a great EDC option. Look at how many EDC blades that we talk about. And one of the most common and popular and overall versatile EDC blade shapes is similar to this. This is a great EDC blade shape right here. Fantastic knife. 8CR. I mean, I know people don't like ACR a lot of times, but it doesn't bother me. I'm fine with it. A lot of people are fine with it, you know. Just a great knife. I absolutely love that thing. All right, guys, this next knife. Oh, I love this next knife. I don't know what it is about this knife that I like so much, but I love this knife. It is the SRM Terrier. Boom. Look at this knife. Now this is in natural G10. Another one with the crossbar lock. It has a beautiful blade shape with that swedge. It has a flat grind. I mean, this is a D2 blade stock, so it's going to be tough, good, decent edge retention. Going to be able to handle a lot of tasks and jobs. An excellent blade shape for EDC. A crossbar lock. This one don't have to be loosened up. This one has excellent action. I mean, this thing is fantastic. The action on this, if you like the action of like Iridium or the Kershaw Bel Air, you're gonna like the action on this. It's got one of these integral handles where they're just one piece. You know, it just, the handle is one piece, wraps around, and then they slap some natural G10 handles on it, or scales, I should say. The pocket clip is really cool. The pocket clip, and when I first done the review, I didn't even know this. People told me about it in the comment section. I found out that they were correct. The pocket clip, you literally squeeze it together, raise it up, flip the knife around, slide it back in there, and it clicks. And it's a reversible pocket clip without tools. It's easy and quick to do. It's fantastic. I love it. Dual thumb studs, a finger choil, excellent. Feels great in the hand. It's not a heavy knife. Decent. I mean, that's a good looking blade right there. That's a great, and I say it all the time. One of my favorite handle shapes are the straight lines. Those are neutral ergonomics. Some people don't like finger choils. Some people like multiple finger choils. Some people like deep grooved finger choils. Some people barely like a finger choil at all. Whatever it is. But when you've got these straight lines right here, that's a neutral ergonomic feel that is going to be, even if it's not appealing to everybody, it's going to be tolerable to everybody. It's going to feel okay. It's going to feel good. I love it. It's one of my favorite, if not my favorite, handle shape is the straight line handles. I just love them. To me, they feel the best. I don't like it when a handle is trying to tell my hand how to hold it. You know, give me a spot for indexing my grip like a finger choil. I can appreciate that. Don't force my hand to hold the knife a certain way. And when you've got ergonomics like this, you decide how you're going to hold it. And I like that. I appreciate that a lot. Now, it does have jimping on top. Now, micro jimping. It's barely even there. It's one of the downfalls of this knife. It is what it is. Honestly, that's the only thing about this knife that I'm not absolute tickled to death about. Other than that, I love this knife. Love this knife. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, I like it even more now. It's on sale right now for $49.95 on SRM's website. Wow. Let me see. This is overall length of 7.99 inches, 3.56 ounces. So it's, I mean, look how much more, and I mean, the weight's comparable. 59 to 61 for the Rockwell on a D2 blade. The blade length is 3.54 inches, so you've got a lot of cutting edge right there. Stone washed ceramic ball bearings, which is why you've got the action that you do, because the action on this thing is phenomenal. Under $50. Under $50. Get out of here. Somebody needs to call the police right now because there's a robbery up in here. Because you should not be legally allowed to get this much awesomeness for under $50. Come on. I love this knife. I know people are going to have different opinions, and some people are going to say, oh, I don't like that knife and all that other stuff. And that's fair. I completely understand that and get that. And you're allowed to feel that way. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's awesome. Ooh. Gosh, this next knife is get out of town. Shut the door. This thing is incredible. The Bestechman Cata's Wing. One of the best EDC knives that has come out in the last little bit. Especially on a budget price. Oh, this knife has so many things going for it. It's got the crossbar lock, so the action, I mean, it's all day. Fidget friendly is not the word for this. Fidget best friend is the word for that. A deep carry pocket clip. Screws are basically inset into the handle, and it is reversible. So you've got left hand or right hand tip up only. It's got great G10 handles that feels good in the hand. It does have decent ergonomics with the finger control right here. The best thing about this is how thin this blade stock is. And look at that blade shape. Again, what did I say was one of the best blade shapes for EDC? Here you go, right here. Fantastic. It's got jimping on top of the spine and on the handle and dual thumb studs. So it feels good. Now, the jimping on the handle right here is not micro. The jimping right there on the spine is micro jimping. But all in all, a great little knife. Another knife that you can get in white G10 with the red blade, black with the pink blade, brown with an OD green blade, I mean green with the black blade, on and on and on. You can get so many different colors for this. They have such a lineup for this. It's insane. They have so many different options. So whatever you like, you can get with this. Not whatever you like. I mean, it's within reason. I mean, they don't have a rainbow color handle with a pink blade with sparkles shining on. I mean, it within reason, you know what I'm saying. You can almost get anything that you want within reason. 10 CR for the blade. 10 CR. Now, we're not talking 8 CR, we're not talking 9 CR, we're talking 10 CR. That is nothing to cry about right there. That's decent edge retention. That's really good toughness. That's excellent corrosion resistance. 10 CR is a great, I mean, I won't say great, but it's a good budget steel. It's a great budget steel. 3.15 inch blade, 7.2 inches overall, stonewash blade. Here you go, guys. Here's something you're going to love about this. Now, this is the Bestechman. Bestechman is like the, you know, Tenable is to Concept or Syncut is to Civivi. Bestechman is to Bestech. So it's like their budget line. So this is the Bestechman. It is 2.47 ounces. So if you're one of those people who like to light knives, boom, right there you go. It's all day long light. Fantastic knife. Cicada's wing, made in China. It's on bearings. I mean, excellent knife. And another one that's coming in at $49.90 on Blade HQ. You could probably get it more affordable on Amazon. I don't know. I'm just the bringer of deals today, I guess. Santa Claus comes once a year. Knife deals come every day when you watch my videos. That's what we talk about. It's great deals on knives. There's a carpet company that sells carpet, and they do commercials here in town, and everybody, it's like one of those catchy slogans that everybody around town's always said for years. He would have TV commercials, and on radio he would have commercials and stuff, and he would be like, I don't care about making money, I just love to sell carpet. I don't care about making money, I just love to sell knives. I wish I did sell knives, but it is what it is. No, actually I don't want to sell knives ever. It completely, in the words of someone who I spoke with recently, and truer words have never been spoken, it completely taints it. Just do it for the love of the game. And I love these things. All right. This next one is another Bestechman, and this is the Good Boy. This is another one that has a kind of a spear point, but it's a drop point. But it looks kind of like a spear point blade, but it is a drop point. An excellent belly EDC type blade. Now this is a button lock. Another one that I do need to loosen up. The action is great on the way up. It's a little slow on the way down just because I got to loosen it up. It does have deep carry pocket clip that is reversible, so it's left hand or right hand tip up. One finger choil, excellent ergonomics. It feels good in the hand. It's a larger knife. This is a D2 blade. Yep. For a second, I was like, is this 14C? No, it is D2. Micro jimping is all micro jimping is. I mean, this is the most micro jimping I've ever felt. Dual thumb studs, though. Another one with white G10 handles. It does have grooves on it, so it's kind of like it got a texture to it for grip, but it's more for looks than anything. You really don't feel that at all. But if you had wet hands or something, it might come into play. But ultimately, just an excellent EDC knife right here, a beater knife. Another one also, they have teal with the stonewash blade, black with the satin blade, purple with the black blade, like a natural G10 with the black blade, blue or like a powder blue, like real light blue with the black blade, tannish brown, flat earth brown with the black. They got all different kinds of colors on this one too. The Good Boy. They also have the Good Boy Junior. and it's just a little bit smaller. I like the Good Boy better. This is 8.19 inches in overall length with a 3.54 inch blade, D2, white G10 handles. Now this is 3.46 ounces, so still right middle of the road, not too heavy, not too light. It's right there middle of the road. Let's see, dual thumb studs, button lock, made in China, and just fantastic knife right here. Fantastic knife. Similar to the Real Steel, they are not on the same level though. The Real Steel is a much better knife. You can just feel it when you hold it in your hands. It's got more weight to it. It's got more of a firm grip. You can feel the integrity with those full steel liners. This is an excellent knife. This is a knife that's coming in at $53.90, so it's a lot more affordable than that Real Steel. This is a knife that would be excellent. Take away the white G10 handles. This would be an excellent knife for like a job site. You go to work every day, you want a good beater knife that you can whip out of your pocket and go to town doing. It has an excellent blade shape for that. A long belly with plenty of cutting edge. You can use this for so many different things. Excellent beater knife right here. An excellent beater knife at $53. This next knife is the most expensive one on the table. I'm going to be perfectly honest. This is a knife I don't understand where the price comes from, but that's neither here nor there. The knife is fantastic. I mean, fantastic. I don't understand the price though. Okay, this is the Acta non-Verba A100. Let me see. Now you can get these. What? Blade HQ is selling them now. This same exact knife, same exact look handle, same exact everything, same exact blade, except for the blade is magnet cut. They're selling it for $164. I paid that, and this has got Schleppner's tool steel, Schleppner or whatever. Acta non-Verba. It's a fantastic knife. The action is great. I mean, the action is phenomenal on this thing. It's a lightweight knife, extremely lightweight. FRN handles. I mean, the action is out of this world. It has got one thumb stud, but it's reversible. It's got a deep carry pocket clip, and it is reversible. So you can reverse the pocket clip and the thumb stud, and it's also a wire pocket clip. I mean, this thing is meant for lightweight, for EDC use. A very long blade, pointy, a good swedge on top for piercing, different things like that. Again, this one is Schleppner steel. They're advertising the same exact knife with the same exact blue handle and everything, with magnet cut on Blade HQ right now for $164.95. Now, if this had magnet cut on it, I would see the price. I don't see the price with Schleppner steel, but that doesn't mean it's not a fantastic knife. This thing is great, feels good in the hand. It's extremely lightweight. You guys know I'm not a big fan of the lightweight knives, so this isn't a knife that I would reach for my main EDC carrier or nothing. I like them to be heavier and stuff. I love the fact that it's got a crown spine. I love a crown spine. To me, it's just that touch of elegance and stuff. But all in all, this is a great knife. I didn't realize that they were selling them right now on Blade HQ with magnet cut. That changes the game. I don't see the price for $165, $170, which is what this cost me with Schleppner steel. I just don't see it. But I do see it if they put MagnaCut on this, it's a whole nother ball game, because now it's going to be coming in there with that bug out, with that Hogue Deca. Excellent action. It's made Acta non-Verba. Where is this thing made at? It's 8.25 inches overall with a 3.5 inch blade. 2.6 ounces. Made in the Czech Republic on washers. I mean, this thing is made excellent. Excellent. So, MagnaCut blade, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to have to get one of these with MagnaCut. It's going to change the game. Because I like this knife, I just don't see the price where they're charging as much as they charge for this with that Sleipner steel. But put MagnaCut on it, it's a whole new ballgame. Ooh, I love this next knife. I'm glad I got to this one finally. This is the Petrified Fish Scalor. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Sandalwood handle, a lockback. We all know about Petrified Fish fit and finish. It's second to none when it comes to the budget realm. Dual thumb studs. Oh, look at that blade. Look at that blade. Oh yeah, now it's a flat grind, but it's a almost like a kukri style in a folder. So it's going to be excellent for EDC, for box cutting. You can get different grips on it and stuff like that. You know, choking up on it. It's got a deep carry pocket clip. Screws are inset into the handle. Now it's not reversible. It's right hand only, tip up. But all in all, this knife, and you can get it in 3 different versions. You can get olive wood, sandal, or a desert ironwood, and sandalwood. This is the desert ironwood. I said sandalwood, I'm sorry. This is the desert ironwood version, but it has olive wood and sandalwood as well. It is 7.75 inches overall with a 3.4 inch blade, 154 cm blade stock. So that's a good blade steel right there. I mean, that's a good blade steel. You're looking at full steel liners, right hand only, 4.4 ounces. So it's got some weight. I mean, this thing is heavy, but boy, this is classy right here. Made in China. Yeah, a lockback. I'm telling you right now, if you like traditionals, if you like lockbacks, you're going to love this one. This is a church knife, a Sunday carry, sitting on the front porch wanting to whittle with it, cutting some wood, different things like that. You can do other types of wood cutting with this and other types of EDC. A gentleman's knife, an executive style knife, whatever. I mean, look at this. It's just screaming elegance and beauty and craftsmanship. Now, it is coming in at $80.09. I'm telling you guys right now, this is one of my favorite knives on the table. Yep, this is one of, not my favorite, but it's one of my favorite knives on the table. This next knife is another one. This is a Bestech, not a Bestechman, this is a Bestech. And this is called the Slasher. This is another great little EDC knife right here. Crossbar lock, they call it the bar lock, dual thumb studs, excellent action, excellent jimping on top, excellent jimping. It's not super aggressive, but it's not micro either. A finger choil, so you grip it up. Now it is a 4-finger grip for me, but barely. But it is a full 4-finger grip. It does have the wire pocket clip that is deep carry, and that is reversible, so it's left hand or right hand, tip up only. Another one with the crossbar lock. The blue denim micarta handles. You can get this in several. Another one that you can just get several different variations of this exact knife. It's coming in at $63. Now you can get it for $65. Now this one, has a 3.125 inch blade. Now you can get a 3.5 inch blade for $65. So if you want one that's just a little bit bigger, you can get it for the $65, just $2 more. But they're basically the same knife, just a little bit more reach with the other one. It's a sheep's foot blade that's made of D2 blade stock. So it's good blade stock, 3.125 inch, like I said, 7.125 inches overall. 3.5 ounces. So for its size, it's got a little weight. If it was a bigger one like this, I would say that that's really a reasonable weight. But in that small of a little package, it makes it feel a little heavier. I like it. It don't bother me none. But some people might think it's a little heavy. Tip up. Doesn't say where it's made. I'm sure China. But anyways, another excellent EDC knife right here. Excellent EDC knife. A great edge. A great flat grind. A good looking. Feels comfortable in the hand with that denim micarta. Oh yeah, it feels so good. Excellent action with that crossbar lock. Just a great little knife. Great little knife. This is going to be just an all-around. Another knife that's in that line of that Iridium and that Bel Air. More affordable, but that same style of knives, that same style of action, small EDC, you know, fidgety type of knife. That's what we got right here. Yes, I know that those are completely different knives in this. I'm just saying, with the crossbar lock, with the action, with the, you know, the blade styles and stuff for EDC, this has a lot going for it. This next knife I've had for a long time, and when I talk about a gentleman's knife or an executive knife, this thing comes to mind all the time. And some people are going to disagree with it because of the size, but it's my opinion. It doesn't matter. It doesn't hold weight. It's just my opinion. I'm probably wrong. It is what it is. And it is the Swordfish. Oh, that's a massive chunk of D2 right there. Natural G10 handles with black bolsters. A deep carry pocket clip. Screws are set in. It's not reversible, so it's right hand only, tip up. It is a liner lock with full steel liners. It's got a great flipper tab right there. So, I mean, look at this beautiful knife. Now you can get these in Magna Cut blade steel. You can get them in different handles. You can get them in white G10 with the black bolster, and they look fantastic. They're gorgeous. This one was just, I mean, look how big it is. This is a massive knife. This is a massive, massive knife. But it has that just simple, elegant look and feel to it. This is what I would expect somebody wearing a suit, if they were going to be carrying a pocket knife, something like this coming out, you know. Just an excellent, excellent knife. Might be a little heavy for some people, but the Swordfish is another Bestech knife. I'm on a Bestech kit right now. This is 8.875 inches in overall length with a 3.875 inch blade, D2, spear point with the swedge. Let me see. Steel liners, 4.87 ounces, so it is heavy. Liner lock, made in China. Just all in all, this is a beautiful, beautiful knife. You just want a good knife, just to have a good knife. Different, unusual, beautiful, but very capable. Right here, the Bestech Swordfish. This next knife, I'm getting close to being done, guys. This next knife, ooh, this is fantastic. Another petrified fish. Haven't had it long. This may be the best petrified fish made. Very well may be. The Hourglass. It's silly how good this is. It's silly how good this is. It really is. Now listen to this. This knife is sold for $53.09 on Blade HQ. Probably more affordable on Amazon. It's 8.23 inches overall length with a 3.54 inch blade. It's Bowler K110 blade steel with a 59 to 61 Rockwell chart drop point. Titanium bolsters. Titanium bolsters. A deep carry pocket clip. Screws are not set in. It's not reversible, so it's right hand only tip up. It is a liner lock with full steel liners. Titanium bolsters with wood scale handles or handle scales. It's on bearings. It's called the Hourglass. It's made in China. I mean, this thing is insane. This is one of the best knives made right now for that price range. Look at how big that blade is. Look at that belly. Look at what kind of a cutting edge you have right there. A flat grind. You want to talk about EDC, food prep, whatever you need to do, this thing is going to do it. This is a fantastic knife. I mean, and not to mention the fit and finish and how good it looks. Look at that. That's beautiful. Another gentleman style knife right here. It's what you would think when you see a grandfather sitting on the porch and he's going to pull out a knife to start whittling with or cutting his apple. You expect to see something like this right here come out of his pocket. That is fantastic. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I absolutely love it. No thumb studs or anything. It's got extremely micro jimping on top, so it's hardly even there. But it does have a good feel in the hand, a good flipper there, and let me tell you, what a fantastic knife. And for $53, buy 3 of them. Give 2 to your best friends or 2 people you love. Keep 1 for yourself. It'll be the best investment you ever made, and you're still getting it for the under the price of this Acta non-Verba. I'm telling you, this next knife, I love this. This was a recommendation. Zach, none for now. He recommended it. I got it. I'm in love with this knife. Some people aren't a big fan of it. To me, I don't know what there is not to like about it. No, that's wrong. That was the wrong thing to say. I shouldn't have said that. I don't know what there is not to love about this knife, because I love this knife. And it is the Kershaw Broadside. It's everything that I love that Kershaw's doing right now in the Iridium and the Bel Air. Only bigger and heavier and bulkier. Boom. There you go. Right there. Excellent feel in the hand. That, again, that action we keep talking about. The action is insane. Crossbar lock. A deep carry pocket clip that is truly deep carry because it goes in through the top, and it is reversible, so you can do left hand or right hand. Tip up only. Crossbar lock. G10 handles. That flat earth tan G10 handles, dual thumb studs. Look at that blade shape. Look at that. Look at that swedge on top of that blade. Now, this is another one that has that spear point type look to it. This is a drop point, but it looks like a spear point. Good jimping on the handle and on the blade. So it feels good in the hand. Good finger choke up on it. I mean, this thing feels phenomenal. Look at how much cutting edge you have. That's a big flat grind. I mean, this is a beast. This is a beast. This is a beater knife. I mean, I love this knife. I love this knife. I'm gonna make some people mad right now when I say this, but it is what it is. Make them mad is not the right thing to say. They're just going to disagree with me. If you handed me this knife and you handed me the Iridium, I'm taking this knife. Just because of its size. Its weight and its size. I like this. This is just more my style. Now, I love the Iridium. I love it, and I'm not giving it up. I want more Iridiums. I absolutely love the Iridium, and I can see why they sell so many and why it's so popular. I'm just saying that if I had to make a choice and I could only pick one between the two, I'm taking this knife. There's no question. I just like the bigger knife. This is a fidgety AD10 for me. Look how big that is. Yes, not even close to the quality of the AD10 in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I'm just saying the size. Look at the blade on that. Look at the blade on the AD10 and look if they're not similar in size and stuff. That's what I'm saying. Just because of that, I'm taking this knife all day long. It's 8.35 inches in overall length with the 3.5 inch blade. D2 blade, another one that's tough, decent edge retention, durable. Stonewash blade. It is 5.08 ounces. This thing is heavy, and I love that with full steel liners, left hand or right hand, tip up only, on bearings, with the crossbar lock, made in China. This is the Kershaw Broadside. I'm telling you right now, I love this thing. It is fantastic. It is awesome. All right, guys. I'm rounding it out right now. 2 knives. This is the Tenable Cryo. Just came out. Same thing with that Kershaw Broadside. Aluminum handles. It has a bigger Bel Air feel to me with that aluminum handle. A bigger, heavier knife. But still that action, the aluminum, the ergonomics, the finger choil, the jimping on top of the blade is aggressive. Dual thumb studs. Look at that blade. You've got a massive blade here with a good drop point for piercing, different things like that. An excellent EDC knife. Excellent. Another knife that you can get in so many different variations. I don't want to list them all because we'd be here all day. You can get it in different colors, different blades. You can do all kinds of stuff. 8.08 inches in overall length with the 3.58 inch blade. Sandvik 14C 28N blade steel. Nothing to cry about right there. That's a decent blade steel. Aluminum handles with steel liners. Let me see, 5.11 ounces, so it's heavy. Crossbar lock. Kim Ning is the designer, and it's made in China. Now, it is a reversible pocket clip. Screws are set into the handle, and it's deep carry, so you can do left hand or right hand, tip up only. Just another knife that's large, bulky, big, fidget friendly. You can just a beater knife right here that's got good action, so it's fun to play with, but it's a big knife that you can beat on, just take a lot of abuse and just keep going. 14C, so it's got decent edge retention, durability, corrosion resistance, all the things that you want in a knife on a budget. Because this thing comes in right now, another one that's coming in $56.89. $56.89. All these knives are so daggone well priced. It's crazy how good they are. It's crazy how good these knives are for the price that they're coming in at. All right, guys. The last knife. I've showed you several Petrified fish. I've showed you several Bestechs. A couple Bestechmans. I showed you... Petrified fish, Bestech and Bestechman. Yeah, and this brand right here, Tenable. This is the Tenable Nest Street. Now they also have this in the can set version, which is just better materials and stuff, just a little bit higher end performance. But look at this knife right here. Look at that blade for EDC right there. Look at that little cradle right there for your thumb. What? Denim micarta handles. A deep carry pocket clip. Screws are set into the handle. It is not reversible, so it's right hand only, tip up. But this is a button lock. Excellent action. Dual thumb studs. I mean, this is excellent action. Another one just fidget friendly. All day long. All day long. This thing is fantastic. Feels good in the hand. Look at that blade. Look at that swedge right there. I mean, this is one of the best blades on the table, if not the best blade on the table for EDC. Just a fantastic knife all the way around. Now this Tenable Nestry, another one coming in at $57.89. Another one, $57.89. The quality and what you're getting there for $57, get out of here. It's insane. 8.05 inches in length with a 3.58 inch blade. 14C blade stock again with the sheep's foot blade. Denim micarta. Let me see. 4.27 ounces. Full steel liners. Right hand only. On bearings. Explains the action. Designer is Karambit Maker, whoever that is. Made in China by Tenable Nestry. Let me tell you something. This is probably, I don't know, maybe this one. Maybe the Cicada's Wing could be the best blade shape on the table for EDC. But this one is it right there. It could be either one of these two. What a fantastic knife. And the action is just phenomenal. But so is this one. They both are just excellent knives. Both of them coming in at ridiculously affordable prices. Guys, I have a lot of knives and I review a lot of knives. These are some knives right here that I've reviewed and I've put back and I haven't given enough attention to. But I knew that they were there and I wanted to take another look at them to give you another idea of what is out there. Quality stuff coming in at good prices, not counting the Acta non-Verba, which with MagnaCut is a fantastic price. Still great action. But all in all, fantastic knives right here, guys. Fantastic options for EDC, for building collections. Just something different. Every one of them is great. If I was to pick my favorite knife on this table, I couldn't pick. I couldn't pick. It would be between this, this, probably this. It would be between them. But one of them is probably my favorite. Maybe, I don't know. I might not have a favorite. I love them all. They're fantastic. They're all great options. They're fantastic knives. Thank you guys for watching. If you like the video, subscribe to my channel. Hopefully you like something that you saw. The links for all these knives will be in the description. This is another long one, but there's a lot of knives to go over. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Take some time away from your busy schedule just to zone out and talk knives. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Remember, life, yesterday's a canceled check. Tomorrow's a promissory note. It could be anything that you want it to be. It could be anything you want it to be, guys. Make it the best that it can be. I'm Chris, the Unprofessional Dad. I wish all of you sharp knives, happy lives, and I will see you in the next one. Remember, tonight, 8 o'clock. Today is Tuesday, 8 o'clock tonight. We are going live at Eastern Standard Time, and I can't wait. I will see you guys there. Chris, the Unprofessional Dad. See you later.